Every morning, millions of women over 60 eat what they believe is a healthy breakfast. But what if one simple breakfast mistake is quietly making your legs weaker? Not overnight, but little by little, day after day. As we age, our muscles need different kinds of nutrition to stay strong. When they don't get what they need, the first signs often appear in your legs. Climbing stairs becomes harder. Standing up takes more effort. Walking doesn't feel as easy as it once did. Most people think that's just part of getting older. But sometimes the real problem starts at the breakfast table. In today's video, you'll discover one of the most common breakfast mistakes that may gradually weaken your legs after 60, and what you can do instead to help keep your muscles strong. If you're looking for simple ways to stay strong, active, and independent as you age, subscribe to the channel. Every week, we share practical tips to help you move with confidence for years to come. Now, let's take a look at the breakfast mistake that surprises so many women. The mistake. The mistake isn't skipping breakfast. And it's not drinking coffee. In fact, many women who make this mistake believe they're eating a perfectly healthy breakfast. The real problem is that their first meal of the day contains plenty of carbohydrates, but very little protein. Think about a typical breakfast. A slice of toast with jam, a bowl of cereal, a pastry, or just coffee and a piece of fruit. While these foods can provide quick energy, they often don't give your muscles what they need most as you get older. After the age of 60, our bodies naturally become less efficient at using protein to build and maintain muscle. This age-related process is known as anabolic resistance, meaning your muscles need a higher quality protein intake to get the same benefit they once did. That means a breakfast that's too low in protein may leave your muscles without the building blocks they need, especially after an overnight fast. Over time, this doesn't just affect muscle mass. It can gradually reduce leg strength, make everyday movements feel more difficult, and contribute to the loss of mobility that many people simply blame on aging. The good news is that this is one of the easiest habits to improve once you understand what's happening. But before we talk about what a stronger breakfast looks like, it's important to understand why your legs are usually the first place where this problem shows up. Why your legs feel it first. So why are your legs usually the first to feel the effects? The answer is actually quite simple. Your leg muscles are the largest muscles in your body. Every time you stand up, climb stairs, go for a walk, or even keep your balance, they work continuously to support your entire body weight. That also means they require a steady supply of nutrients, especially protein, to stay healthy and strong. As we age, muscle tissue is naturally broken down faster than it's rebuilt. And when breakfast doesn't provide enough protein after a full night without eating, your body has fewer of the building blocks it needs to repair and maintain those muscles. This doesn't happen after one breakfast. It's the result of weeks, months, and even years of repeating the same habit. Researchers have found that older adults who consume adequate protein throughout the day, especially earlier in the day, tend to maintain muscle strength and physical function better than those whose protein intake is consistently too low. That's one of the reasons many nutrition experts now encourage older adults to pay closer attention not only to how much protein they eat, but also when they eat it. Of course, protein is only one part of the picture. Regular physical activity, strength exercises, quality sleep, and an overall balanced diet all work together to help preserve healthy muscles as we get older. But if your morning meal is missing one of the nutrients your muscles depend on most, you're making that job much harder than it needs to be. And that's why one small change at breakfast can have a much bigger impact than many people realize. What a stronger breakfast looks like. So, what does a muscle-friendly breakfast actually look like after 60? The answer isn't about following a strict diet or giving up all the foods you enjoy. It's about making sure your first meal gives your muscles what they need to start the day. One of the simplest changes is including a good source of protein at breakfast. Foods like eggs, plain Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or other protein-rich options can help provide the amino acids your muscles need after an overnight fast. Pairing protein with fiber-rich foods, such as oats, berries, or other fruits, and healthy fats from foods like nuts or seeds can also help create a more balanced meal. This combination doesn't just support muscle health. It can also help you feel satisfied for longer and provide steadier energy throughout the morning, instead of the quick rise and fall that often comes from breakfast high in refined carbohydrates alone. That doesn't mean you can never enjoy toast, cereal, or your favorite breakfast foods. The key is balance. Small adjustments are often much more sustainable than trying to completely change the way you eat overnight. Remember, no single breakfast will make your legs stronger. But the choices you make consistently over time can either support your muscles or gradually work against them. Are these early signs already showing up? You may be wondering, how do you know if this breakfast habit is already affecting your muscles? The truth is, it usually doesn't happen all at once. Your body gives you small clues long before you notice a major loss of strength. For example, you may find yourself pushing harder with your arms to stand up from a chair. Carrying grocery bags may feel a little more tiring than it used to. You might need to pause for a moment after climbing a flight of stairs. Or perhaps your legs simply feel heavier by the end of the day, even if you haven't done anything unusual. None of these signs automatically mean that your breakfast is the only cause. Many factors can contribute to weaker muscles, including reduced physical activity, certain medical conditions, medications, and the natural changes that come with aging. But when a poor diet is combined with inactivity, the effects can become much more noticeable over time. That's why it's so important to look at the bigger picture. A nutritious breakfast, regular strength exercises, daily movement, good sleep, and routine medical care all work together to help protect your muscle health. Instead of waiting until everyday activities become difficult, it's much wiser to pay attention to these early signs while your body is still responding well to positive changes. There's another mistake many people make after learning they need more protein. They immediately start focusing on one single food, hoping it will solve the problem. But healthy muscles don't depend on just one ingredient. They depend on consistent daily habits. For example, eating more protein while spending most of the day sitting won't provide the same benefits as combining good nutrition with regular movement. The same is true if you're not drinking enough water, not getting enough sleep, or avoiding any kind of strength exercise. Your muscles need all of these things working together. Think of it like building a house. Protein provides the building materials. Physical activity tells your body where those materials are needed. And rest gives your muscles the time they need to recover and grow stronger. When one of these pieces is missing, the process becomes much less effective. That's why experts often recommend looking at your lifestyle as a whole rather than searching for a single miracle food. Small improvements in several areas usually produce much better results than making one big change and expecting it to solve everything. And perhaps the most important thing to remember is this: it's never too late to start taking better care of your muscles. Studies have shown that even adults in their 60s, 70s, and beyond can improve muscle strength and physical function by combining proper nutrition with regular physical activity. Your body continues to respond when you give it the support it needs. As we get older, it's easy to think that feeling weaker is simply something we have to accept. But today's video shows that's not always true. The choices you make at breakfast may seem small. After all, it's only one meal. But when those choices are repeated day after day, month after month, they can either help protect your muscles or slowly work against them. Eating well after 60 isn't about following the latest diet or cutting out every food you enjoy. It's about giving your body the nutrients it needs to keep doing the things that matter most. Walking with confidence, climbing stairs without fear, playing with your grandchildren, traveling, shopping on your own, living life with strength and independence. Remember, every healthy meal is an investment in your future. Not because it promises perfection, but because it helps your body stay as strong and capable as possible for years to come. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel reach more women who are looking for reliable information about healthy aging. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love to welcome you to our community. Every week, we share practical tips about nutrition, strength, mobility, and healthy habits to help women over 50 stay active, confident, and independent. Before you go, I'd love to hear from you. What do you usually eat for breakfast? Tell me in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Take good care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.